Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. The Benoni defense immediately attacks the d4 pawn and creates squares for the black queen to develop. d5 grabs more space in the center and prevents black from trading the c-pawn for the white center pawn. The Benko gambit aims to weaken the d5 pawn and open lines on the queen's side in exchange for losing one of black's queenside pawns. You exchange pieces of equal value. Takes back. This move opens the path for your bishop to enter the game, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. You are threatening to win material through a tactic? This overlooks an opportunity to take an open file with a rook. It is better to avoid moving the same piece in the opening. There was a moment to punish your opponent's error, but you let it pass. This permits the opponent to pin a knight to the king. You are threatening to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a knight. You are threatening to win a queen through an eventual fork. The knight is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. This overlooks a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack. The only move, and you found it. You develop a knight, which means you move it from its starting position. A solid choice. Your rook takes an open file, a good way to activate the rook. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a bishop off its starting square. You trade off equal material. Recaptures. You want a pawn for free. White develops the knight and attacks the center. Nice, you found a way to win a pawn. Takes back. Nice, definitely the right move. This allows the opponent to pin a defender of a pawn. You made a threat against a pawn by pinning one of its defenders. This loses material, but the position was losing no matter what. Nice fork, you'll be winning material. This wins time by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. You captured that free bishop. This steps away from the checking knight. A good choice to move your threatened knight. This evades the check from the knight. This is the way to win material. This loses a rook, but the position was losing no matter what. Nice fork, you'll be winning material. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. Very good choice. This defends the attacked knight. That pin against the king will win material. White activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. You're still on the road to checkmate. This is the way to win material. One of the best moves. You continue the checkmate attack. This evades the check from the queen. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. This steps away from the checking queen. Your move gets closer to checkmate. This removes a bishop that put the king in check.